Welcome again, Mastermind Sourcing Group sourcers and all of you out there in YouTube world. Today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks that you can use in your Amazon back office, and you can really, maximize your profit. Also, we're going to look at how to figure out what items will do very well coming up in the last 3 months of the year, October, November, and December. I have with me Ken Kelly and Lance Wolf on board. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey, great, Barrington.
Hey Barrington, man, I'm excited when you mentioned Q4. That's something that we better start stocking up for.
All right, nice. There we go. Let's do it. Now, what I wanted to jump right into, the screen is already up, but many newer sellers, they're not aware of, when an item sells or if they have any pending orders. So what we're going to do is we're going to browse through and show them just how you can find out if you have orders that are pending, and then you will know how to actually replenish your item. If you're ordering from the mastermindsourcinggroup.com, this is a great way that you can get back in there and reorder even before you're out of stock. So Lance, you want to go ahead and click on orders?
Sure. Ready? As you can see, I'm not doing a lot of merchant, when I have to send it out myself. It's mostly FBA for me.
Right. And you're going to go on advanced search.
Sure. All right, include pending.
There you go. And if you want to walk them through here, I mean, it's basic, but everything we leave unchecked. This will give you all of these grayed out looking order details. And what it will tell you is if you're having any pending sales. This will let you know, okay, these items are moving very well. This is something that we can now look at reordering. You jump back on that site, whether it's LTD commodities, and look at the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet that comes out every day is something that you want to always go back to. Look at the spreadsheet to see what items you bought. And then this way you can come in here, look at your pending sales, you can see what's moving. And from here, you can always look to maximize your return on investment because you will see what's selling and then you're able to make purchases accordingly. And last time we spoke about the different sizes, the different variations and things that you can do. So along with those tips, you can add this tip in here. Most persons, they're not sure of, what items are moving, what's selling, what's, pending status. So from this screen, orders and then advanced search, and then just do a basic search and it will show you all your pending orders as well as orders that have already been shipped out.
And Barrington, you mentioned variation. I mean, here's a classic example right here. I have a Disney Minnie Mouse toddler girl swimsuit. And if I click on this, you can see that, this was a 5T. And, if this is something on a list that comes in different variations that you might receive on your list, you might as well check out some of the other. This is clothing, for example. I'm selling clothing, but some of the deals that you get might be other variations. So you can kind of go through here and check out what the other prices are going for as well.
Yeah, that's a great point, Lance. Thanks for sharing that. That's huge.
Sure.
Always look at the variations. Now, I found out a nice little trick, and this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. If you go ahead and look at it, go to Manage FBA Inventory.
Okay.
All right, just check on the first item that's there. Just check there you go. Check the box. Okay. And in the drop-down, from the drop-down, go ahead and choose Set Replenishment Alerts. Now, this gives you some interesting information.
Wow, okay.
Set replenishment. So this will tell you when to replenish this item. So click on go.
Okay. And this is great if you have a supplier, you're getting a little low on inventory and it kind of gives you that heads up.
But you know what? I wanted to go back and choose an item that you're actually, selling. But what it tells you here is average units shipped based on the past 30 days. It will tell you, okay, you sold 5 per week, 10 per week, 15 per week. So this is great information right to the T. And also you can set an alert, right at alert threshold. You can say, okay, if I have 100, when it gets to 25, go ahead and send me an email. So that way you can know, I need to reorder really quickly. So this is an excellent screen for persons to leverage and take, in as a part of their business. And it can really help you to know how many units you sold, what's selling. And from here, you can make good replenishment decisions.
Sure. You want me to go back and maybe find something that
has inventory on there?
So maybe, yeah. Here's a charm bracelet. I think I picked this up at Walmart or something like that. Okay. So should I just check that, Barrington?
Yeah. And then do the drop down again. And we're going to go to set replenishment alerts, and then we're going to click on go.
Okay, great.
There you go. It tells you how many units per week you've sold of this thing, and also you can put in here, okay, put 250.
250?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And it's saved.
Nice.
So what happens here, as soon as your inventory gets to 250, it will go ahead and send you an email and say, hey, Lance, you need to reorder on this because these are going to run out. So that gives you enough time. You can jump back on the site, look back at your spreadsheet and be able to reorder from that inventory.
And that's the key, Barrington, organization. How many times do we find a product that sells so well and it runs out of stock, and then we don't even give it a second thought. We move on to another product. So this is a way to keep your thoughts organized, keep your products in place, and to constantly, to keep checking these out, because, when they run out, sometimes we're just too busy, life happens.
Yeah, you never remember to get to them. And one last thing that I wanted to share today is if you go to inventory and go inventory and manage inventory. Okay. There you go. And this is another way to find out, to jog your memory. Just go to inactive.
Okay.
Start by inactive.
Sure.
And those, my friend, are all the gems that you need to look through, and you will see what products. I mean, I know you have a whole ton in here. You can search by title, SKU, ISBN, or ASIN. But if you just scroll through here, it gives you a lot of ideas on, oh, wow, I was selling this and it was doing well. But as you said before, you totally forgot that you were selling it because you were selling so many other things and life happens. But it was a good seller, but you just don't remember. So this way, it will help to jog your memory and tell you what items you can actually get on the board and you can get rolling again. And I see you have a lot in there, Lance, because you've been selling for a long time.
Sure. And there's another way, too. If you want to go back to some of your, Q4 sales, maybe last year you really had this product. You remember it was really good, but you can't exactly remember what the the UPC was. I can't quite remember exactly how to do it now, but if you check your reports.
No, I'll go to business reports.
Okay, great.
And if you go to business reports, you go on the left and just do detailed paid sales by traffic and period item.
Okay.
The next one, that's where you go. And this is a nice report because it tells you by the time of year. And it gives you all the titles, all the page views, and your buy box percentages. All you got to do is go up to your from dates and your to dates. And from there, it can help you to, if you go sort by, let's say November 1st, 2013 to December 31st.
Let's do it. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. November 1st.
Yep.
And we'll do that to
December
looks like
31st.
Okay, so now let's do it. Let's make it smaller so we can actually bring these things up.
December 31st, or?
Yeah, we'll do December 31st.
Yeah, because we want to get the busy period.
So orders placed. Yeah, you can see some of the big hitters, Scrabble, Big Buck, Hunter Pro, some Barbie, some typical retail arbitrage toys that I located either from deal sites or from in-store deals.
There you go. And that's going to be, and if you haven't sold before, then you can use products like different websites, and you can go on Camel or Keepa.com and do your research that way. So it will tell you what items were selling during that period.
And just to let you know, I really hit some deal sites up right before Christmas, and I don't know if this is on here. There was one that I found collapsible. I don't know if I'm going to find it right now. There it is right here. I bought this, using online arbitrage instead of in-store, similar to how you would go on the deal site and locate deals. And this had a really good rank, the Mattel Monster High collapsible storage trunk. I picked this up for $19.99. I think I got about 60 of these. And the only reason I ordered so many is because we were looking at October, and I knew that Q4 was on its way. So I was more confident that I could buy a lot of, inventory with this as opposed to buying 6 to 7 that I would normally do. And man, these sold for like $69.99. I went through every one of them. As soon as Q4 started, it kind of broke my heart because I was so excited to sell them and they sold out so quickly. So that was the end of them.
That's great. Hey, I've been kind of sitting on the sidelines here learning from you guys because you're both teaching me a lot tonight. But But notice under the page views, I mean, I see one there that had like 69,000 page views.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that gives you an idea of how hot some of these items were during that time frame. And again, that could be a flag for you to go out and pick up some more if you can get them at a good deal.
And that's
Excellent
a huge
price.
tip. A lot of people wouldn't even think twice of, information like that. And when you see page views, is that the customer, Ken, that are coming in and checking it out, the hits that the page are receiving?
I assume that's what that's referring to.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's all your customers who, it's like each individual customer. That's a unique hit. It's not like me coming twice or coming 3 times per day. It's a unique. So that means it's, 48,000 different people that came on that listing to look at it. And also what's good is the third column, buy box percentage. Here you can see how often was I in the buy box and, what you can do. Maybe you can tweak your prices or whatever, but buy box percentage gives you a good idea of, how many you're going to sell during that time based on the buy box percentage. But even Amazon runs out of stock. So Q4 is a time to strategically get a little deeper.
That is excellent. This is just, I really like that page views tips, Ken, because, this is just a blueprint right here. It doesn't have to be the same product, but it could be the same brand. Play-Doh, every year, they repackage their boxes. Not every year, but maybe every other year. So you just have to go out and look for similar products. It's not going to be set in stone all the time, but this is a heck of a good blueprint for you.
Yeah, it sure is.
All right, guys. Sounds great. So these are 3 tips for today. And what we want you to do is use the deal site strategically. You're going to get these deals, as we mentioned last week. Look at your, different variations, your sizes, your colors, your flavors. That's what you need to do. And, create these, get some creative bundles going. And you also look at being approved in different categories. Ken can tell you about shoes all day long, and the ROI is great on there. So look at these things, ask for help, and guys, this is the way to take your business to the next level. Q4 is time not to buy the 2 or 3, but you're going to go a little deeper during Q4. But do your research first, and that's the key. That's the best thing I can tell you. Do your research first before you go deep. Look at historical data, and then make buying decisions from there.
One more thing, Barrington, and then I'll let you close it out here. You alluded to the restricted categories. I am just loving selling in restricted categories. And this is a challenge to some of our listeners if you made it this far. If you're also interested in restricted categories, it's something that I am just so happy that I've gotten into clothing, that I've gotten into selling shoes and some of the other watches. Who would have known? I thought watches was something that only people in jewelry stores can deal in watches, but you don't have to be approved in jewelry to do it. So it's something that I'm really excited about restricted categories.
Right. So guys, again, ask for help. If you're on the Facebook page, ask for help, and we will point you in the right direction as to professionals who can take care of that for you. So thanks again for coming, and we hope that the information that you found here, take action. Use it and just take action, and you will be successful in your online selling endeavors. Again, www.mastermindsourcinggroup is the website. If you're not signed up there, go ahead and sign up, because you are going to be getting some whale of a deal the next 4 months for Q4. So happy shopping.
All right, guys. Buenos noches.
Great.